Okay, thank you for that. The recording is on, and you can request for the video at the end of the class. Please give me a minute. Hello, hello.
Hi.
Can we all hear me loud and clear?
Yes, we can.
Okay, thank you. So Python was is anything blocking my screen from your view? Because I have the chat on and it's blocking. I want to be sure if it's not interfering with your view.
It's not interfering. We can see your screen.
Okay, thank you. So we have Python was invented in Netherlands, precisely in the 1980s by Guido van Rossum. I don't know if I pronounced that correctly. At the Central Random Information, that was in Netherlands. And it was supposed to be an easy programming language with that is beautiful and easy to understand and with syntax that resemble the human language. So if you have a background in programming or you do computer science in school, you should know we have a low-level language and a high-level language. That's the low-level languages are those that resemble the core program, the core computer language. You know what the computer understands is just ones and zeros. So our low-level language are just the ones that are very closer to ones and zeros, which are very difficult to understand and to write. So we have high-level languages, which we have things like Python, JavaScript, some of the C languages, PHP, and the rest that are easier to write and understand. You can easily get jobs done. So Python was created as a high-level language for easy understanding and the quick setup and easy to use. Another interesting fact of Python is that it is open source. Open source in the sense that you don't have to pay for it. You can download it on any system and you start using it. It's available on the Linux, Windows system, uh, Apple, MacBook, and other machines. You can easily find it everywhere and easy and lightweight to install. So it is scalable, object-oriented, and functional. That is, if you go deep later, you understand what we mean by object-oriented and functional. There are some programming languages that are more of functions, that use much of functions to write, and there are others that they are based on objects. When we move forward, you understand what that actually means. But for now, just take it as one of the importance of Python. You can use any of the programming paradigm that's easier for you to get, and you can write it successfully and very well. So it is used very well by Google. And this is one of the languages that powers the search engine, YouTube, Netflix, and most of the site that does machine learning and um, and site recommendations and the rest. Much of them are powered by Python because it is the easiest and it has one of the biggest community around those areas. So it's always the first choice to pick. Hello. Please, I will want some interaction to know if you are following, if I'm being loud enough and you are getting what I am saying so that I don't feel I'm talking to myself.
Loud and clear.
Okay.
Loud and clear.
Okay, is it making sense or it's very boring?
No, it's making sense. No, it's okay.
Making sense.
Okay. So another advantage of Python is it is easy to write and understand in sense that it's easier to a human language. So there are some Python syntax or Python codes that if you look at it without even knowing how to code, you can understand exactly what the code is doing. Whereby other languages, it will be very much difficult. So once when it comes to beginner level, it is very beginner friendly because it's easier to understand. And once you understand most of the concepts in Python, you can easily move to other languages and try to get yourself more valuable and know what to do with the knowledge you are getting. So up here in my screen, you can see the picture I have by my as the bottom, I think left of my screen from where you are seeing. That is a picture of Guido van Rossum. He is the one that created Python. And from one of his quotes, he says, Python is an experiment on how much freedom programmers need. Too much freedom and nobody can read another's code. Too little and expressiveness is endangered. So what is trying to say? He was trying to create a programming language that is very easy to understand, very easy to read, and the one anyone can easily get and understand. Hello. So that brings us to the importance and relevance of Python. You have a Python has become one of the most popular programming languages in the world. In recent years, it is used in everything from machine learning to building websites and software testing. It can be used by developers and non-developers alike. So unlike some programming languages like, let me say, JavaScript that is mostly known for only the web, though it can be used for other things, but the community around it is not that big aside from the web. When it comes to Python, it's used for the web, used for data science, data analytics, machine learning, testing, and it's a general people's language. It can be used for a lot of things. That is why it is growing rapidly and gaining much attention. There's a high demand for it in the market, and because of what is used for, once you learn Python, we are sure you are going to land a job in 6 to 7 months once you already know what you are doing and you have some projects to show for it. Yeah, Python is one of the most popular programming languages in the world. It's created everything from Netflix recommendation algorithm to the software that controls self-driving cars. Python is general language, which means it's designed to be used in a range of applications, including data science, software and web development, automation, and getting stuff done. When it comes to getting stuff done, I'm going to explain that a little bit later in our notes. So some of the fields you use Python is data analysis and machine learning. If you have been following the tech space, you should know there's a lot of hype around data now. And data analysis and machine learning are one of the top paying fields right now. Then after that, you have a software development where you use frameworks like Django and Flask to build your web application and websites. So it can be used for both backend and both front end. And there are lots of frameworks now that you can use to visualize your data. Aside from the other visualization softwares that you depend on paying and they are not easy to use. Now there are lots of frameworks. With your knowledge of CSS, with your knowledge of HTML, and with your knowledge of Python, you can easily design and model any data you want and have very nice dashboards to show. And it's a very paying field that is growing rapidly right now. Then we have software testing and prototyping. Yes, you can use it to run tests with some frameworks and get some prototypes or some of your projects done. Then it can be used for everyday task. Please, are we following? Hello?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, I hope I am not alone. That's why I'm asking. So when we say everyday task, what does this mean? So everyday task, Python isn't for programmers and data scientists only. Learning Python can open new possibilities for those in less data-savvy professions like journalists, small business owners, or social media marketers. Python can also enable non-programmers to simplify certain tasks in their lives. Here are just a few of the tasks you could automate with Python. So with Python, you can use it in almost all fields. I can say almost all fields because anything that needs automation, it can be done with Python. You will have seen some social media account that you need some robots to boost visibility, boost likes, and boost followers. Example like Instagram, YouTube, and the rest. Most of them are written with Python. They are created by Python. Aside that, if you have been following the stock markets, the crypto markets, the forex markets, and every financial markets, right now, those markets seems to be going towards automated trading, which we call algorithmic trading. And it seems to be more efficient and has more result than the normal human trading. So with your knowledge of Python, it can be easier for you to use Python to analyze every market you are into. For example, some of you that have done Python before, that have done crypto before, might have heard of some robots you used to plug in and try to have some profits being made on your account without holding the trade for so long. Hello? Hello?
Hi.
I am so sorry. I have 10 minutes left. I do not use the paid version of this account. So I think from tomorrow we are using the paid version, but this class may be up in the next 10 minutes. I'm going to start it immediately. So you just we join back with the same link. Are we okay with that?
Yes, no problem.
Okay. So most of those robots are actually powered by Python, and you can use Python to do a lot of things. You can start learning algo trading, and you decide to work in hedge funds, in the banks that does trading and the equity trading and the rest. Python is very good and very versatile for that. So you keep track of stock markets or crypto prices. You can send yourself text message, text reminders to carry umbrellas, and anytime it is raining, you can use Python to create such little tasks like that. You can use it to update your grocery shopping lists. You can use it to rename large branches of files. You can use it to convert tests to spreadsheets. You can use it to randomly assign chores to family members, and you can use it to fill online forms automatically. So one of the parts of Python is the scripting aspect of it. You can actually use the script to automate almost every day of your tasks that you find boring and repetitive. So you can create a lot of automated tasks with Python once you have the skill, and you can confidently write some lines of code. And most of these things are just like 3 to 4 lines of code. There are lots of libraries that already makes it very easy. You are not going to invent things from the beginning because they are already made for you. And in programming or in software, there's something you do say you don't need to develop what has already been done, or you don't need to do what has been done. Once you see a tool that's hello, please, can you off your mic? Okay. So once you see a tool that has been done or something that has been done that can help you, you can just build on it, you can contribute to it, you can use it, and you will not be charged. And there are lots of free stuff that you can just use. There are lots of code bases you can use, and you can modify, and you can make them your own. Those are some of the things that make Python a preferred choice when you are starting out in coding or a career in software development. So the next phase we have here is the installation. It's everybody here with his or her system, and okay, you have an internet connection. Of course, you are listening to me from the internet. So are we with our laptops? Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir. Where's my laptop?
Okay, okay. If you are with your laptops, we are going to do some installations and the rest. From what I have explained so far, did you have questions? Are there things you want me to explain better? Did you have questions bothering you, or things you want me to say that have not been said, or things you want me to explain better? Hello.
No, sir.
Okay, so I can say we have no question at all. Is that right?
I have I have question. Sorry. Good evening.
Okay, good evening, sir. What is your question? Please, your name and your
Yes.
question.
Okay. My name is Gafar.
Okay.
My name is Abdul Gafar. So I from what I've seen here, um maybe based on the nature of the country, some of
Yes.
us now might not have the time to be taking our laptop around, for security purpose and other things. So
Yes.
is there a version of Python that you can use on your smartphone in order for you to continue your practice and other thing like that? Or is it only the laptop version, the window version that we have? So that's just my question.
Okay. To answer your question, there are apps you can use on your smartphone. I know of one for iPhones, I will try to send that to you in the group later. And if you are here, I hope you are in the WhatsApp group so that we can communicate better after the class. You can actually code with Python on your smartphone, but I don't think it's very efficient. And the support may not be that good as the one you do with a laptop. And another thing is the computing power of a phone cannot be compared to that of a good laptop. So in case you want to go into a field like data science, for instance, or machine learning, where you need to like install the big libraries that consume a lot of computing powers, that would be an issue. So if you really want to be serious and you really want to build projects and you really want to go faster, a laptop is preferred and is much recommended. But if you don't have those and you want to use the phone to try to be proficient and know what you are doing till you trust God to at least help you with a laptop, it is okay. You can start and see how it goes. It's actually a good point. There are people that start coding with their phones and they are doing very well right now. Once you have the patience and you can choose the lower version of the programming that can support your phone, it is fine. Is your question answered? Are you clear, or you have other questions and you want me to explain further? And thank you so much for that question. That was a very good question.
Thank you very much. The question is clear and I'm okay with it. Thank you.
Okay, you are welcome. Any other question? Any other question? Okay, in the absence of no question, I will want to recommend if you are here in this class. Okay, ma, please your name and your question.
Oh, okay. My name is Idore. My name is Idorian, ID for short.
Okay.
So I wanted to ask, please, when it's time for us to create the project, are you going to lead us through that process too?
Okay. Is that all your question?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much for that question, and that is a good question. The essence of a project is for you to practice what you have learned, and for you to have projects to showcase if you are looking for a job or a gig or a way to make money from freelancing sites. So helping you with a project is necessary. I may not tell you exactly what to do, but you are going to have a lot of bugs. You are going to have errors as a beginner and as a new person to the language. So I will be there to give a helping hand in case you are stuck or you don't know exactly what to do. But to help you entirely with everything, I will not, because programming is you learning how to think, and you have to think for yourself. And I can only give a helping hand where you are stuck and where it is more advanced or where you need experience. But it is recommended you try to do everything on your own until it is more than you before you ask for help. So ID is your question. Okay, it's okay, you understand, right?
Yeah.
And you don't have any more